Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Be a Great Player. In today's episode, we're looking at how to integrate a new character into your existing group. So this might not necessarily be a new player, it might simply be an old player who has a new character for whatever reason, be it death or retirement of the previous one. So how do we do it? How do we integrate this new character into our group? They don't have our history, they don't know the NPCs that we've dealt with, or at least they shouldn't unless they're metagaming. We just don't know who they are. And why should we introduce somebody new? We liked the old character, presumably, and we're sad that they've gone, but gone they have. There are those awkward scenarios that the GMs will try to force upon you, such as you're in a bar, they're in a bar, you see each other. Do you get together? No, you don't. You both head in opposite directions. Oh. Unless you are going to metagame and go, okay, clearly that's the new guy and this is us, and okay, fine. I wander over to the stranger and say, hey, stranger, are you a sellsword for hire because we need somebody? No, you don't want to have to force something like that. So, your options are, you can go to your GM and ask the GM, do you have any plans on how to integrate this character into our party? And if not, this is an idea that I've had. I would like to make that character my brother or my sister or some kind of family link. Or perhaps it's an old lover whom my character hasn't seen in many years. Or perhaps it is somebody that I dealt with in the past in some rather unusual activities, be that maybe committing a crime or saving a village or simply traveling on the road as a circus troupe for a long time. The GM might acquiesce. Of course, you have to go to the player who's playing the new character and make sure they're happy with that arrangement as well, but you get the idea. Once the GM has said, okay, let's explore that option rather than the GM's option, then you're free to act as you normally would. And it's up to you and your fellow player to work out how the meeting will happen and how your characters are going to react upon seeing one another. A word of caution, though, don't create enemies. Oh, you were my enemy. I tried to kill you. You ran away. My name is Inigo Montoya. I was looking for a man with 6 fingers. Whatever the case might be. Don't create enemies. Enemies are difficult to reconcile, and often that enemy environment will cause a split between the two factions within the player group. Now, if you are the new player, or you're the new player with the new character, or if yours is the new character, you need to bear in mind that for at least the first couple sessions, your character is not as integrated into the group as the rest of the group. And as a result, your character should be more withdrawn, a little bit more cautious, trying to suss out the other characters. Your character shouldn't be charging to the fore and taking command. Unless, of course, that's the nature of the character. But just remember, this isn't your circus yet. The missions aren't yet your monkeys, to mix up a metaphor. You are a new character here. Tread lightly and treat the other characters with a certain amount of deferential respect. I've certainly never joined a team where, for at least the first 30 seconds, I haven't been quiet and withdrawn and polite in my answering. After that, of course, and after we've gone through, slaying one dragon or defeating one evil Romulan overlord, then I usually step up and, boss everyone around. But your character should be a little bit more withdrawn and a bit more respectful of the other characters until they've at least got some idea of who everybody is within the party. Now, another thing to try and do, of course, is to try and immediately invest your character into the party, or invest your character into the new character. So try and look for reasons why your character would be interested in this new character, or why your new character would be interested in the party. We've got to try and find some kind of way of bringing these people together, and the easiest way to do that is to have them admire one another, or to compliment one another on their abilities, or to inquire about their history. This goes back to the good old tenets of good role-playing and how to, incorporate people into your group. A new character is simply a new people that we have to incorporate into our group. So asking those history questions, looking into their actions, trying to work out how they fit, maybe even sparring with them if it's the first time that they are meeting up or in the group and an opportunity presents itself. Combat is always a great way of breaking the ice and revealing a few tricks that this new character has or maybe doesn't have. So try and find out, try and work together to solve this thing. And if you're one of those players who goes, well, my character doesn't like strangers, well, that's absolutely fine. But unless your character is a loner, in which case please go and watch the different types of characters video, unless your character is a loner, they're going to want to try and figure out how this all works. And look for those moments in downtime, instead of looking at your GM going, and now? Now what's happening? Because nothing's happening. Turn to the character and say, you've been with us now for an adventure and I barely know anything about you. Where were you raised? Where were you born? Have you always been elvish? Don't rush it. A lot of players like to simply ignore the fact that this is a new character. Oh, they've always been part of the group. No. Don't rush into it. Just let it unfold. Let the character side of the story develop. And again, always look for reasons. And this is again where we get to the, is it metagaming? Is it not metagaming? How? Look for reasons as to why your character might want to work with this party, or why the party might want to work with this new character moving forward. And yes, maybe you have to play against your character's type briefly to begrudgingly let this new character in. Maybe they're cute, maybe they just look pathetic. Try and find any reason to make them feel as if they're part of the group. But again, I say, don't rush it. Don't go, oh, look, it's stranger. Oh, you're so cute. Come join the party. We've been friends forever. Let's go. No, that doesn't feel right either. Remember, this is a storytelling game. This is a role-playing game. So play your role, but make sure that it reads true. Anyway, I hope that provides some insight into how to integrate new characters into the group. Avoid animosity, avoid resentment, avoid arrogance, avoid the skivvy, oh, you're the newbie, so you've got to do all of the menial tasks things. Those are okay, but unless you've got a very experienced player behind that new character, that new player or that new character is going to really have a bad time of it. And that is really the only way that you lose when you play a role-playing game. Till next time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and your comments keep coming and we keep chatting, and it's just growing like you can't believe. I love it, love it, love it. Also, if you haven't had an opportunity, head on over to Bacon Battalion 121st Division video in 360-degree video. It's certainly something novel. It's not the first time that role-playing has been done in 360. I have seen other groups doing it, but we certainly gave it our all, and so far you seem to like it, which means we like it. Well, seriously, we do. It gives us so many more opportunities, and I'll do a whole video on that, perhaps sometime in the future. Until next time, happy playing.